Clarkson's Farm star Kaleb Cooper makes announcement about Diddley Squat Farm. Kaleb Cooper, the rising star from Clarkson's Farm, has made a highly anticipated announcement regarding the future of Diddley Squat Farm, the iconic farm featured in the hit Amazon Prime series. Cooper, who gained fame for his no-nonsense farming skills alongside Jeremy Clarkson, has been deeply involved in the day-to-day operations of the farm both on-screen and off. Fans of the show and the farm alike have eagerly awaited news on the developments that will unfold in the upcoming seasons and projects. A new era for Diddley Squat Farm. Kaleb Cooper's recent announcement has confirmed that Diddley Squat Farm will be undergoing significant changes and improvements. Cooper, who has become a fan favorite thanks to his witty and candid nature, shared that the farm would be expanding its operations beyond what viewers saw in the first few seasons of Clarkson's Farm. While details about the exact plans remain under wraps, Cooper teased that the farm will introduce new attractions and ventures that could attract more visitors and customers, including a potential expansion of their farm shop. For those who have followed the farm's journey on the show, they know that the Diddley Squat Farm shop has been one of the more controversial and comedic elements of Clarkson's Farm. Despite being somewhat of a disaster in terms of its initial struggles, it has grown into a beloved business that generates revenue, with many fans visiting the shop in real life to buy everything from local produce to Clarkson-branded merchandise. The announcement has left many wondering if the shop will see major renovations or if more products, including farm-grown food, will be introduced. Kaleb's growing role in the farming business. Kaleb's involvement in the farming business has evolved significantly since the start of the show. From being Jeremy Clarkson's right-hand man to a key figure in his own right, Cooper is now shaping the future of the farm. His commitment to improving farm operations has garnered respect both from viewers and fellow industry professionals. Kaleb's announcement also hints at a deeper commitment to sustainable farming practices, which has become a central theme in the later seasons of Clarkson's Farm. Farm life is about hard work, but it's also about adapting and learning from mistakes, Kaleb said in his announcement. He acknowledged that Diddley Squat Farm had faced its share of challenges in the past, but these obstacles have led to greater innovations. The farm's future plans will incorporate a blend of tradition and modernity, which has always been a theme on the show. Expanding beyond the farm, Kaleb's new ventures. In addition to the farm's new direction, Kaleb Cooper is continuing to branch out beyond his role on Clarkson's Farm. The announcement included the news that Kaleb will be hosting a new show on Prime Video, offering fans a deeper look into his life and work. The new show, which is expected to premiere later this year, will showcase not just his work on the farm but also his adventures with other projects outside the world of agriculture. The move is a natural progression for Kaleb, who has proven to be a likable and relatable figure in the world of reality TV. The future of Clarkson's Farm and Diddley Squat Farm. Season 5 of Clarkson's Farm has already been confirmed, despite the fact that the 4th season has yet to air. This news has only added to the excitement surrounding Kaleb's latest announcement. Fans are eager to see how the evolving dynamics between Kaleb, Jeremy Clarkson, and the rest of the team will play out as the farm expands. Given the success of the first few seasons, it's clear that Diddley Squat Farm is far from just a joke. It's become a thriving business, with a massive fan base following its every move. Kaleb has expressed his gratitude for the opportunity to work alongside Clarkson and to have a platform to share his farming expertise. "I'm lucky to be a part of this journey with Jeremy," Kaleb shared. "We're both learning together, and that's what makes the show so fun. It's real, it's raw, and it's going to get even bigger." The future of Diddley Squat Farm seems brighter than ever, with new business ventures, more farm experiences for the public, and a chance to see Kaleb Cooper grow both as a farmer and a television personality. Jeremy Clarkson and Kaleb Cooper stuck at Sevington Inland Border Facility in Ashford for hours. Jeremy Clarkson became stuck for hours at a gigantic Kent Lorry Park while waiting for paperwork to be signed. The TV presenter stopped at Sevington Inland Border Facility in Ashford on his way to the Netherlands to film Clarkson's Farm, his hit Prime Video series. He said he and his crew, including farm manager Kaleb Cooper, were forced to wait for someone in a cabin to stamp our form, as they had to check filming equipment out of the UK. The multi-million-pound facility next to Junction 10A of the M20 was built in 2020 in order for checks to be carried out on vehicles transporting particular goods in and out of the UK following Brexit. But Clarkson said nothing was happening during his visit to the government-run site, which has space for 1,700 lorries. The 64-year-old was waiting for a carnet to be checked, a customs form which listed every item the film crew was carrying. Writing in his column in the Sunday Times, Clarkson said he was heading to the Eurotunnel terminal in Sheraton when he stopped in Ashford. Before we reached the tunnel entrance we had to leave the motorway and park up in a gigantic lorry park full of trucks from every conceivable European country, he said. I even met a driver there from Belarus. And got on with him so well that he gave me a hat. More has been spent in this place on high-visibility jackets than the NHS spent on PPE during COVID. And what was happening? Nothing, as far as I could tell. No lorries were being opened and checked. No dogs were sniffing tires. We were simply waiting for someone in a cabin to stamp our form. And God did we wait. For 2 bloody hours. Clarkson said he then had to go through a similar process to check in the crew's equipment after crossing the channel. We got off the train and entered another gigantic lorry park, behind all the Arctics that had got off the earlier train, and the one before that, the former Top Gear host added. And when we reached the booth, the man explained that we'd been in the wrong queue and must follow the orange line to another lorry park a mile away. I have crossed many tricky borders over the years and the paperwork always takes time. Iraq to Turkey took a moment, that's for sure. And Rwanda into Tanzania was challenging as well. But nothing has ever taken as long as it took us to get from post-Brexit England into France. In a statement, the government said the 230-acre Sevington site is the largest and busiest inland border facility in the UK, processing about 2,000 vehicles every day. A spokesman for HM Revenue and Customs said waiting times can vary considerably depending on the movement type, with average times ranging between 80 to 90 minutes. The government is now seeking full planning permission for the facility, which currently has a temporary permit running until December. Clarkson's complaints about the site are not the first time he has taken aim at Ashford. In 2008, he slammed the town's controversial shared space traffic scheme, and then branded speed humps in Ulley Road and the street in Kennington, stupid, in 2014.